This conference will now be recorded.
So this will verify whether you are a robo or not. Okay, so robo cannot recognize these images. So if you do small mistake, then that your login or your user will be locked by Microsoft. Okay, you need to try with another user. So meanwhile, I will show you from here. So normally, any workflows, if you create or if you set up, that is enough. Workflow will be triggered automatically. Okay, workflow will be automatically triggered, but only for purchase order. For purchase order, not only setup, along with setup, you need to map one checkbox only for purchase order. Only for purchase order. If you want workflow should be enabled, then we need some setup also. So in procurement and sourcing module, setup, procurement and sourcing parameters. So active change management checkbox will be there. That checkbox must be selected. Then only it will work. Okay. So give me a second. It is loading. Yeah. Here, active change management checkbox. If you enable this checkbox, then workflow is mandatory. For remaining, there is no checkbox separately. For normal, suppose invoice journal posting or invoice vendor invoice posting, any transaction, if you set up workflows, that is enough. But in this one, only for purchase order, one more extra checkbox you need to enable. Okay, let me open this one from trial environment. This is 10.0.17. So let me show meanwhile. So here, active change management checkbox. If you enable this checkbox, what happened? Workflow is mandatory for the purchase order. So let me write down that notepad. In that notepad, procurement and sourcing, parameters. Okay, general tab, General tab, active change management checkbox. Active change management checkbox. If you enable this checkbox, suppose, let me enable. Okay. Then if you are creating a purchase order, you can do from purchase order from accounts payable or procurement sourcing. Anything is fine. Let me take duplicate. So if you enable this checkbox, active change management, then what happens if I'm creating a purchase order? If I'm creating a purchase order, either from accounts payable or procurement sourcing any module, it will create in the draft mode and workflow is mandatory. Okay. So if you enable this checkbox, then workflow is mandatory. Okay. For normal remaining processes like invoice journal, suppose vendor invoice journal or vendor invoice posting, for those it is automatically, if you set up, that is enough. Okay, what do you mean by this one? Let me show you. Just give me 1 minute or 2 minutes, then you can understand or you can correlate exactly what I mean to say. Give me a second. It's not working. Let me try from IE, because Microsoft is changing this one from Edge, from IE to Edge. Okay, let me try whether it is working here or not. Yeah, let me try this one. Okay, I hope it is working. So let me change to SMF. Give me a second. Fine. Let me go to, suppose, accounts payable, collapse all, setup. For everything, for any module in the setup, first one is parameters, that module parameters. Second one is workflow. Any module, first one is parameters, second one is workflow. Okay. So if you go to accounts payable workflows, then if you are clicking new button, so there are so many workflows. Okay, vendor invoice workflow, vendor invoice journal workflow. If you create, then it is mandatory. So except journals, except journals. Okay, normally this is vendor invoice line workflow, vendor invoice workflow. If you enable this one, what happens? If you configure, in this screen, then it is automatically by default it is mandatory. It is automatically by default mandatory, means you need to approve that workflow, then only, I mean to say your manager need to approve your workflow, then only it will be processed. Okay, let me show you from the purchase order point of view, then you can understand at least some extent. Whatever I'm saying, you may not imagine properly. I know your complexity in your mindset. So let me show you for purchase order workflow, setup, procurement sourcing workflows. So here workflow is not purchase order is configured. Let me show you this workflow first. How to configure. So this is not working in my environment properly. If I want to show you, now it is working here. So let me show you how to configure workflow. It's not working here also. Let me try with IE, Edge, sorry. The complexity is this one only. Sorry. It is not copying. No, it's not working. Let me try from my environment. So for this, I need to run this. No, it is a time waste. Fine, this topic I will cover separately. If it is not working here, I don't want to waste your time.
Satya,
Yeah.
just hit the reload button 3 to 4 times in Edge.
Edge, yeah.
Yes.
So
Hit
reload,
the
reload.
reload. Keep on hitting.
So you are trying with different options.
Just keep on trying. Keep hitting.
Yeah, try. Why it is pasting this one? Let me copy. No, it is not recognizing. Otherwise, let me go to purchase order first. Because sometimes it is working, sometimes it is not working, because this is extra information. I mean to say not standard application. This is a add-on, inside add-on tool. So we are getting something else, error message. Okay, so at least if it is working this one, you can try. No, it is coming like login Windows. Whatever it is coming, it is completely different. Okay, leave it. So I will show you this one whenever I have once again environment is ready. So what I will do first, I will show you the impact. So if you enable this checkbox, what happens? Let me show you. Let me create a one purchase order. But meanwhile, let me open this also. If you enable this one, the application will be very slow. I can't do anything. Fine, let it be run. It will take 2 minutes time. Fine, I'm creating a purchase order now. Regularly, like the way how you are learning, the same way we are creating a purchase order. If it is services are enabled, the system will be very slow. Okay, please bear with me. So we have entered vendor account, we have entered site and warehouse. This you know already. So I have clicked on OK. I have clicked on OK. Now I will enter the item details and verify. Let me show you. I will try to explain you about the utilization of workflow at least. But this, if it is enabled services, it will be very slow. Please bear with me. You have to have patience. So I'm selecting item, click OK. Suppose 2 quantity, I have entered and saved. Now look at this one. The purchase order is created in the draft mode. Purchase order is created in the draft mode. Means workflow is mandatory. Workflow is mandatory. Okay, let me go to procurement sourcing parameters. We have enabled this checkbox. Now let me show you workflows. Setup, accounts payable workflows. So this workflows in AX 2009, 20 workflows available. In AX 2012, 60 workflows available. In Dynamics 365, I don't have count, to be frankly. It is increased a lot. Okay, give me a second. Let me go to procurement and sourcing module. Workflows. So purchase order workflow is created, already created, and it is active. So default it is there. Okay. So now if you create a purchase order, it is in the draft mode. It is in the draft mode. Now I need to submit this workflow. So give me a second. What is the status? Let me see. So it is completing. Let it be complete. It may take another minute. So from here, you can submit workflow. Extra button is came. In AX 2012, you will find yellow bar here. You will find yellow bar. Whereas in D365, it is not showing anything. It is extra workflow is available. So you can submit from by clicking here. you can submit. So how to configure workflow means I need to open that one, but it will take some time. I will submit this workflow once the services are running. Let me run this one. So let me refresh. It should be running. It is starting now. It should be running. Let me close. Oh, it is processing. Let me complete. No problem. It will be updated and it will be showing like starting. Now it will be running in few seconds. Even though it is coming as some, whenever it is ending, it is some showing some warning message, kind of error message also, no problem. It will be running. Now it is running this batch job. Okay, fine. The application will be very slow, no problem. Try to understand. Now I am submitting this workflow. Okay, if you submit this workflow, what happens? Your manager need to approve. So earlier what we have learned, purchase order creation. So in this stage, if you enable this checkbox and workflow is make it mandatory, then it will be created in the draft mode. It will create in the draft mode. Then purchase order in review process. Look at this one. It is in review process. Now workflow is approving. It is submitted actually. I'm submitting. Click submit. So you have submitted means one normal user purchasing clerk, he will submit the workflow. He will submit the workflow. Once it is submitted, purchasing clerk manager will review and he will approve. So now look at the status. It is in review. It is in review. Purchase order is in review. Later, your manager will validate. If everything is correct, he will approve. Then you can do the confirmation. Purchase order approved and confirmation will be done by your senior people. So let me verify. So you can see from here inside workflows, workflow history. User is Satya AX. Okay, user is Satya AX. It was submitted. Now if you go inside, it will be processing. it should come like there are so many actions will be executed. I have submitted. Now the action, it will start actually, the workflow will be started. Let me try. If it is not working, then once again I will try for some other time. If it is working, that's fine. Means it will show you pending from my manager. So the workflow is created. Some other users like Alicia or some other users are there. Those are users will be shown as approvers. So it will show you pending approve from Alicia or some other users. If it is showing that one, I can make it what I will do. Actually, normal user cannot do cannot approve, but I'm an administrator, so I can do reassignment. Because I'm an administrator, I can do a reassignment and I can do it myself, assigning back to me, then I will approve. That's what I'm verifying. I'm just checking. Okay. If workflow is working, I can show you. If it is not working, I can't do anything. Because along with Microsoft Dynamics AX application or F&O application, that F&O is .NET with X++ language. Along with that one, there are so many additional tools. These are kind of tools. Additional tools. So sometimes if you want to work with the tools, it should work in the dev environment or test environment. Okay. So in my test environment, it is not working sometimes. Sometimes it is working. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, Satya, it is audible.
Let me try. It should process at least. Frankly, if I speak like for many batches, I'm not able to show properly. The reason is environment is not ready. If it is sometimes it is working in trial environment, I'm showing there. So if it is not working for last 4 minutes or 5 minutes, see it is 4 minutes means it is not working. That is running fine. So one time it was worked in my demo environment only one time, but majority times I'm showing from the like test in like this one trial versions. Let me try from trial version. Actually, Microsoft is changing from IE to Edge. So that is the reason. Earlier it is IE only, it will open IE. Now it is Edge. Okay, let me try once again whether it is working or not. If not working, I don't want to waste your time. We will proceed with the next topic and we'll see this one later. So if it is opened also, it's good actually. At least I can show the setups and everything. Okay, let me try. Oh, okay, lucky. Fine, at least I want to show how to do it, this one. So it is open from IE. Now just I'm removing this one. So here left side will show you the approval like approval main workflow, and here it will show you the conditions, decision conditions. Okay, I'm bringing from here to here. So I'm selecting this one and I'm bringing from left side to here. Just drag and drop. Okay, so look at this one. There is a small icon is there, edge here. You need to take this one and you need to connect this one. Otherwise, first I will do one thing. I will take decision, conditional decision. So what is this conditional decision means? Suppose the purchase order is less than 1000. If it is less than 1000, then let me go inside, right click properties. So the condition is the purchase order amount. Can you verify the total amount? Along with me, try to look at this one. It will show you the one button like total amount or something. As I told you, it is, you need to have patience. There is invoice amount or something, it will show you. Not delta invoice amount. I think it is something invoice amount. Yes. The purchase order invoice amount is equal to, if it is or less than or equal to $1,000. So $1,000. See, look at this one. Here it will show you, if you click on a dot, it will show you dollars, currencies. One second. That is, I closed it by mistakenly. Let me map. Select. Okay. What happened? Okay. So the condition is less than 1000. If it is less than 1000, I have mapped. Then I want to connect here from this one to this one. And now, if it is condition is true, what I'm doing? Auto approval. Means workflow will be auto approved if this condition is true. If it is failed, then it should be approved by my manager. If it is failed, the condition, so now it is connecting to end. So one is true condition, one is false condition. This is conditional decision here, and this is the approver, actual approval. Double click, you need to double click, and if you want to go back, you need to click on workflows. And if you want to see this one, double click and right click and properties. So you need to provide some justification, like here purchase order number. If you want, you can enter. Actually, insert placeholder means you can select these placeholders, and that means it will show you, take the example purchase order number, then it will show here. If you select, somewhere else it will be there. So you can use whatever you want. Invoice amount, insert, then it will show you invoice amount. Like this, if you want, whatever the condition you want, you can map it so that it will display to the your manager. Okay, fine. Now assignment, here there are many options. I can select user. So who is my user, who is my manager means I'm making admin, but whoever is there that person need to approve. You can select multiple approvers also. You can select multiple users also, because suppose one manager is not there, another manager will approve. So in this condition here, whether you want to get all approvers, all managers should be approved, or single manager, if it is approved, that is fine, or majority of users, majority of approvers, means out of three, 2% have approved, or percentage of the approvers, if it is too many. You can use whatever you want. The time limit, it is nothing here. So click OK. So the username you have mapped. There are multiple options. Okay. If you want workflow user also, you can configure, or hierarchy. There are so many things. First, we are mapping user. This is a big subject. If you want to understand, it is a system administration. Okay. I have mapped one user. Clicked OK. Fine. So here, if it is any errors, it will show you in this. So what I did, I have mapped condition like one condition, purchase order invoice amount is less than 1000. I don't want workflows. It should be auto approved. If it is more than 1000, it should go to the workflows. Okay. And here always you can click on error pan, and you can see downside, it will show you if it is any errors or something. Okay, at this point we don't have any errors. Now click on save and close. So suppose I'm entering 1.1 version, click OK, and automatically always it will go to no. This is no. Keep the previous version means no status. Now I want to activate the new version. I need to enable this checkbox and click OK. Okay, then this form will be closed. This form will be closed. Now it was activated with the latest version 1.0, 1.1 version. Now let me try to create. Anyhow, it is working fine. So let me activate this one, procurement and sourcing parameters. So I'm enabling this activate change management checkbox. Then workflow is mandatory. Workflow is mandatory. So now we are creating a purchase order above 1000. First above 1000 we'll try to see. Then if it is above 1000, administrator should be approved. Administrator means me only. So I will create 1 second. I will create and I will submit workflow and I will approve myself. Give me a second. Click on new. I hope you are able to hear my voice clearly, right? Can anyone respond, please?
Yes, certainly.
Okay, fine. So I'm entering site and warehouse. Click OK. So let me select item 1000. $1,000. I'm selecting, if it is one quantity, it is less than 1,000. Now I am selecting two quantity. Okay, so purchase order is created in the draft mode. Purchase order is created in the draft mode. It is above 1,798. Let me submit workflow. Let me submit workflow. So please approve. If you want, you can write down some comments in this. Please approve something. Something you are submitting information. Now it is in review process. It is in review. Now if you go to workflows, workflow history, so now it will take some time. So it was submitted by Julia Funderburg. Actually, username is Julia Funderburg, but employee name is AX Satya. No problem. Both are same actually. So we have created like, please approve this one. We have submitted. Now it will start. So look at this one. It is so many actions. Inside it is triggering. It is triggering, and it will be pending. It will be pending at last with Satya only, because I have created Satya. Let me refresh. Okay, fine. Now let me close. So let me refresh, because I have mapped, if it is above 1,000, I have mapped as admin. Because of admin, it is me only. Admin also me only. So I'm approving this workflow. So approved. Click approve. Now it may take 1 or 2 minutes time to approve this one. It may take 1 or 2 minutes time. So if you want to understand better about workflows, batch jobs, whatever we are doing, then it is a system administrator. Okay, workflows, batch jobs, data management framework, print setups, emails, system administration, and organization administration. These all are more about the technical. It is a techno-functional. It is a techno-functional task. Okay, no problem. Let me verify. Okay, it is in review process. It will be changed to approved. It will be changed to approved. So now it was approved. It was approved. Next step is confirmation. Approval and confirmation will be done by senior people in the organization. Approved and confirmation will be done by senior people. Now remaining process is same. Remaining process, you know. Once it is confirmed, you know the process. Am I right? Any doubt in this process? You can practice. Okay, maybe in your demo environment it may not work. Try to work with this same sample like trial versions. It may work. You can try. Now what I will do, I will create a new purchase order less than 1000. Then approval is not required. Approval is not required. Let us see that condition. It is less than 1000. So I'm selecting same 1001. Any vendor is fine, no issues, except foreign vendor. Normal vendor, any vendor, US dollars vendor. Majority vendors are US dollars vendors only. You can select. So I'm selecting item 1000. Now I will do for only one item, one quantity. If it is one quantity means it is 899. It is not like approval not required. So let me submit the workflow. You need to submit, but approval, it is auto approve. After 1 minute or 2 minutes, it should be approved automatically. That's what we have made condition. Click on this one. Submit workflow. What happens? Let me verify. Okay, submit. So now look at this one. It will take some time, but it will be approved directly in review now. In review now, approval is not required. After 1 minute or 2 minutes, it will be auto approved. Let us see. Actually, I did not observe like a new link is shared by institute. I have not observed this one. So tomorrow onwards, we'll join in the new link. Okay, so institute has shared the new link for both. So tomorrow onwards, we'll join that link. Okay. Is it the same or different? Give me a second. It is 12th December. Oh, the same link, huh? Fine, fine. Okay, now let me verify. I'm a little bit confused about what I thought they have given another one more new link. No. So now look at this one, it is approved. Understood? So I know a little bit complexity, but at least are you able to follow whatever I told you, whatever I have informed?
Yeah, for purchase order alone, you are enabling that tab, active management tab. In case of a vendor invoice, it is not required, or that option itself are not available.
No, a checkbox is not at all there. For remaining process workflows, checkbox is not there. Just directly create a workflow. That's it. If you create a workflow, it is mandatory. Got it?
Okay.
So if any workflows, remaining workflows, only purchase order workflow, it is mandatory. I mean to say here, checkbox should be selected. Suppose there is a purchase requisition workflow. Okay, this one, if you create, it is default, or some other workflows. There are so many. Okay, suppose take the example, accounts receivable workflows also there. Accounts payable workflows are also there. There is no checkbox. By default, if you create means it is workflow is mandatory. Free text invoice. If you create free text invoice, then automatically workflow is mandatory. Understood? Only
What
for
is the logic of enabling that tab only for purchase order? What is the logic for specific?
So actually, whether you have configured not configured, purchase order is most important. Purchase order is most important. So the workflows, whether it is configured or not configured, will enable the checkbox. Then it is making mandatory. So why it is most important? Whether I have discussed or not, let me debate here. So in the very first days, initially I will discuss. I'm purchasing material. I started my business. Suppose I'm a new to this business. I have invested 50 crores or 5 crores. I have invested 5 crores, and I'm planning to. I plan to establish a company. I have established. Now the purchasing clerk, he is purchasing like this. One like 100 washing machines, 100, and projectors 100, and mobiles 100. This is he is doing purchasing clerk. New joinee, he is purchasing like this. Is it correct? Is it fine? Any arguments?
No, it is not correct actually.
Why? What is your if you are a clerk, what is your opinion?
So he has to get some basic approval from the managers when the quantity of purchasing.
This is a new company. So I have given permission 100% to you. You are the clerk, you are the purchasing clerk, you are the manager. I have given 100% permissions to you. So now you are purchasing like this. Is it correct? With your knowledge.
Yeah, if he has the approval authority, then he can proceed with that.
So as a common person, can you do? See, it's not for Ganesh only. Everyone. I want everyone to be participate. So if you are a purchasing clerk and manager, You are starting your business. If you are purchasing like this, is it fine, everyone?
But the value consists of that high value item that it is not.
So now you are asking value. Fine, I'm giving this one. This is 20,000. This is 2 lakhs. I have added. This is 5,000 something. Now tell me.
Then it is not
It
advisable
depends upon
because most of the amount will be blocked in inventory itself. So
No, I
that
don't
is not the
want. One second. I don't want comments. I want how many quantity if you are there. 1, 1, 1. I have written like this. Is it correct? And I want each and every person opinion. I'm doing 1, 1, 1. You are telling like this is wrong. Is this correct?
Yeah, depends upon the demand and supply.
So I don't
What
want
is a
all.
fast moving good?
So now current market. Take your decision. It is a current market. If you are a manager, what is your opinion? I don't want generic statements. I want quantity. If you are a manager, just quantity. Each and every one, I want your. Yeah.
It's washing machines is 10, sir.
Okay. Fine. Good.
Projector is one is fine. One is fine, sir.
Okay. Fine.
And mobile also required. Every person has one mobile, and this price also is very less. Need to take 100.
Okay. Fine. So one person opinion is this one. So any other person's opinion, I want like this. I don't want generic statements. I want quantity. If you are a manager, do you agree with everyone is agreeing with this one or any other opinions?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay. Any other opinions? You can discuss any opinions, no issues. So even that is wrong also, no issue.
It seems to be good.
This seems to be good. So why are you voting for this is correct? Anyone can justify?
Because what is the past demand we will have, that is we are prioritizing first, or taking a more quantity on that.
If I purchase 100 projectors in the market, people are not purchasing projectors like this. The I mean to say stock movement or fast moving is not a projector is not a fast moving item. This is with our general knowledge we came to know. Am I right? If I purchase 100 projectors, means 100 multiplied with 2 lakhs means 2 crores of investment is becoming a debt fund. Unnecessarily it is in my warehouse. And I don't know, after like in a month, I may be selling 1 or 2 or something. But if I'm purchasing 100 projectors, it will be lying in my warehouse and it will not be selling. And even after 1 year or 2 years, unnecessarily I need to sell this with a lesser price rather than like even from like less than the cost price, because new models will come into the picture. But whereas mobiles, there is a fast moving, everyone is changing in 1 year, 1.5 year. Of course, I will change every 4 years usually. So many people I saw every 1 year, 1.5 year, they keep on changing their mobiles. So the mobiles will be fast moving and it will be lesser price. I can invest for 100 mobiles. So this knowledge will be more for purchase manager. So this purchasing of the material should be done by, I mean to say should be approved by manager. So purchasing clerk, he may not think this much. So openly if I am speaking, purchasing people, they will have some small gifts, they will receive small gifts from the company wherever you are purchasing. This is an open secret. Okay, if purchasing clerk is getting more gifts, he will purchase whatever it is possible. There is a chance. If he is looking for a gift or something, my company is collapsed. My company will be collapsed if I'm purchasing like this. So that is the reason my manager, a purchasing clerk manager, will approve this one. So in general, 90% scenarios, I want like manager should be approved. So for that, I need this activate change management. Got it? So in general, we need this one. So whether the workflow is configured or later, we'll see. But I want workflow. This is functional people will map it. And workflow configuration, as I told you, this configuration and setups will be done by administrators majorly, system administrators. So workflows, this is a techno-functional task. Workflows, data management framework, batch jobs, and print setups, emails, and there are so many things inside. This is a techno-functional. Number sequences, in depth, there are so many things. This will be handled by techno-functional consultant. Of course, sometimes if you are implementing, if you are doing some being a functional consultant, sometimes you need to act on these roles, some extent at least. Okay, 20%, 30% utilization, because one is utilization, one is mapping, or if it is getting error messages, it is a technical person. Okay, so sometimes being a finance consultant, you need to look at something some extent. Then you need to learn this also. Okay, fine. So that is the reason it was special importance for purchase order process, because the decisions may be going wrong. So I will activate this immediately first, this checkbox, activate change management. And one more thing, there is one more concern here. One more thing, in this activate change management, allow override of a vendor means some specific vendors I want to exclude workflow. Yes, I can do it. So if I want to exclude some vendors, I can do it. This is for activating the change management for all vendors, and for specific vendor I want to exclude. So what it means, can you mute yourself? Someone else? Lokesh, if you don't mind, can you mute? Lokesh, there is a lot of noise. Okay. So here, if I go back to the accounts payable, vendors, all vendors. So I'm overwriting this one, whatever it is there, overwrite with this one. So I want to exclude for this vendor. Yes, we can do it. Suppose take the example 1002. So it is giving warning message like support is ended, Internet Explorer support is ended, and switch to Edge. So Microsoft is forcing to us to work on Edge rather than this one IE. Okay, fine, no issues. So here we can override this one like specific vendor I don't want workflow. So here in somewhere else it is there. Give me a second. I need to verify in which form it is there. I think purchase demographics. I think maybe purchase order defaults. So here we have check boxes, override settings. So you can enable, you can edit, and you can have. Only for purchase order they have given separately like this. But for remaining, if it is enabled means it is enabled. You can use it. You need to use it. I mean to say, if you create workflow, it is mandatory. But whereas here, you can override. So I don't want activate change management. So override settings means now I don't want activate change management for this 1002. If I am creating a purchase order using 1002, workflow will not be filed. Got it? Clear? Am I audible to everyone?
Satya, can we do this settings for a multiple vendor at a instantly?
No, it is individual vendors. It is individual vendors. You cannot do multiple vendors like this. Otherwise, you can do it like this. You can bring this one to here in the grid. You can bring this one to grid, and you can do it at a time, one by one, edit in the grid. So if you click on here, if you brought from there to here, and you can modify yes, no like this. But it is individual task only. That because workflows is not that much easy. The code, whatever it was written, it's very complex. Okay, so you cannot play with the workflow like normal, like purchase order or something. Purchase order process or normal functionality was developed in X++ language. That is definitely workflows also. It is different. I think X++ or I don't know the technology what it was inside, but it is complex. It is not that much easy. So to change workflows, I mean to say inside code, if you want to change it, it is not a simple one. It is a complex. Okay, fine. Any more questions, please? Okay, now T&L team, technical like logistics team, you will understand one more time purchase requisition. One more topic I need to discuss. During this purchase requisition we are discussing, and in between it was stopped. During purchase requisition, workflow is mandatory by default. In this application, there are 3-4 areas. Workflows are mandatory. Workflows are mandatory. One is purchase requisition. Another one is in project management and accounting. In this module, that is this one, project management accounting. In this module, so you will create project from project quotation to project creation. At that time, workflow is mandatory, and project budgeting is workflow mandatory. And one more thing, expense management. In the expense management, or expense report is mandatory. Workflow is mandatory. So in these 4 areas, it is mandatory. You need to map it. Otherwise, you cannot proceed. Some more maybe exist. I'm not sure. Maybe in HR and payroll, some maybe, because I'm expert in this area: finance, project management, accounting, finance, trade and logistics, WMS, TMS, and manufacturing some extent. But I don't know about retail much and HR and payroll. I know some extent, but some extent I know this one. So one person cannot learn all these things. With a lot of experience only you can gain knowledge. Okay, fine. So now these are the areas. Workflows is mandatory. Workflows are mandatory. Fine. Any more questions? Any more clarifications? If nothing, we can proceed. So my suggestion, if you want to practice with workflows, if you have your company environment, you can try any test environment or something, you can try. Okay, otherwise you can go with this demo environment, whatever it is, their trial version. Try this one. If it is working, that's good, well and good. Okay, so simple condition, you can map it and you can try. Fine. Okay, next topic, let us understand today. So meanwhile, let me stop this one. Otherwise I cannot proceed if I'm using this badge of You cannot use the application, very slow, to be frankly. Okay, now let me stop the services. Okay, fine. So let us understand one more topic, not dynamics. It is implementation methodology. Implementation methodology. Okay, so for this, I will open this existing one. Give me a minute. For 75, I will add all these things in finance as well. So now, implementation methodology. Give me a second. Let me open from Paintbrush so that it will be easy to understand. Open with Paint. So the first one is requirement gathering. What is this requirement gathering? Means, so in the very first, initially, whenever we learned organization hierarchy or organizations, as I told you, you are going to join in a software company, maybe some TCS, Accenture, Infosys, Wipro, Godrej, Sonata, any company you are joining. In this company you are joining and you are visiting one client. You are visiting one client wherever you want to implement. Okay, so you are visiting this client and you are gathering the information. Like requirement gathering means you will ask or you will discuss with the business people each and everything, and you will write down in a notepad. You will have a set of questions. So if you want the set of questions, then it is called sure step methodology. Okay, give me a second. Sure step methodology. In this you will find plenty of documents. It is a separate course content, like it's a small tool, add-on tool from Microsoft. Okay, so if you go that one, if you go to that one, you can download that one using if you have partner credentials or customer credentials, because you need to be a employee from, if you want to download, you need to be employee from either from this company or either from this company. This is called client credentials. This is partner credentials. Either partner credentials or client credentials. You can log in and you can download this file, sure step methodology. Okay, if you download that one, then first you will ask questions. You will approach accountant. You will have set of questions. You will ask that questions. Wherever you are working in a company, definitely that company will have this sample document. Means for the previous project, they will have that one. Okay, so using that one, you will ask questions. Once you got that information, what you will do, you will prepare a functional requirement specifications or functional requirement document, FRS or FRD. Functional requirement specifications or functional requirement document. So business requirement document, BRD or BRS. So these are almost same. Suppose I have two companies, one is in Hyderabad, another one is in Bangalore, or one is in Hyderabad, another one is in Bangalore, one more is in Mumbai. Then here requirement, functional requirement specification means for each and every branch or each and every company you are visiting, and in the BRD functional requirement document, you are making one document combined together all, so that they should like it should be each other. Like I mean to say, you are combining all the requirements and you are making one document. Otherwise, if it is only one, it will be only one. No need of this BRD functional. Then fit gap analysis. Fit gap analysis means whatever it is, fit means sales order process it is available, purchase order process it is available. In that purchase order, create purchase order is one thing. In that create purchase order, selecting the vendor, select the site, select the warehouse, and click on OK. All these documents will be need to be verified. Everything is fine, then it is a fit. If there is any gap is there, that gap, then it is a customization. Okay, fit means if it is fit, you will prepare solution design document. Solution design document is kind of user manual. It's a kind of user manual. So means you are making a proper document and you are giving to the customer. So I will show you sample example like what is the solution document, solution design document. If it is not there, then is there any workaround solution? Yesterday we have discussed. So if it is a third party vendor, there is no direct solution. Actually, if it is a charges, transportation charges or something, if it is provided by third party vendor, then it is not available. Am I right? In the system, it is not available. Then it is a workaround solution. We have instead of one step, we have 2-3 steps. That is workaround solution. You need to think and you need to suggest like workaround solutions. Otherwise, if it is workaround solution also not exist, then you can go for customization. Customization means developing the specific functionality or module. Then for some of them is out of scope, not available or out of scope. What do you mean by this one here? Suppose some functions are not exist. For that, customer need to spend 20 lakhs or 50 lakhs or 1 crore, but customer don't have that much funds. Customer is not ready to spend that much money. Then what he will do? He will do in the offline. I mean to say in Excel, he will maintain and he will update whatever it is there. So he is not interested to do customization. Okay. So usually we need to provide as much as possible workaround solutions only rather than customization. If it is a customization means it is a burden. Of course, minimum customizations it is required. What is that minimum customizations? I will explain you later. Definitely we'll discuss. Okay. So now workaround solution is the maximum solution and minimum customization we need to do. One is in the minimum customization, one of the important is sales order invoice printing. That sales order invoice printing, whatever it is there in the system, it may not be happy with the customer. Then we need to do customization. Like small things, purchase order printout, purchase order print format, because this customer invoice print format and purchase order print format, these two are external documents from your company. You are sending to your customer, you are sending to your vendor. These two documents, any client, what they will do, they will send the invoice copy to the customer and they will send the order requirement purchase order document. So these two documents are mandatory for every client. We need to do a customization. Here customization means rearranging the fields. Okay, let me go here. Suppose I'm showing you invoice copy. If you go images, there are so many. So one company is following this invoice format, one company is following different, another company is following different, another company is following different, another company is following different. So we cannot predict. Each customer wants different formats. Okay, in the system there is a different format. Okay, so we need to do a customization this format mandatorily. So like minimum customizations, it is mandatory. Okay, the reason behind, partner will get some money through this one only. If it is partner is taking license from Microsoft and he is handovering to this client, so this client will not get license directly, through partner only. One partner should be there. That partner means here software companies, through software companies only, Microsoft will sell the license to clients. Okay, so this partner company need to have some profit. If they want some profit, minimum customization should be done. Okay, that we will discuss later in detail. Then this customization, for this customization we need to prepare functional design document, FDD. We will call it as functional design document, means FDD. Okay, I will show you sample document, FDD. Once it is prepared, then technical people, they will develop technical design document. So whether you are following all these things or not, it is different scenario. Minimum is fit gap analysis should be done properly. So why I'm telling this one, this documentation, this four, like all these documentations in abroad countries like USA, Canada, Australia, UK, Europe countries, they will follow strictly. But whereas in Asia region, Gulf region, Asia region, it is negligence. They will not read each and every word. Okay, they will simply sign on the document. So it is not that much important. But fit gap analysis should be done properly. Fit gap analysis should be done properly. And functional design document. This is the area there will be a lot of fight between you and the client. So this one, here you are from company and a client. So functional design document, whatever you have prepared, functional design document prepared. Once it is prepared, if it is not concentrated properly and if you have not explained to the client properly, what happens during this go live, pre-go live, there is a heavy like lot of discrepancies will come between you and your customer, a lot. So you need to be very much care about while preparing functional design document. Okay, the success rate is always depending on, okay, one is ego, another one is triple C. This is my own words. This is my own words. Communication, cooperation, and coordination. First, ego. What is ego means? Like, I will not listen my like logistics consultant what he's saying. I am correct. So within your company, you are not coordinating with each other. Two persons' opinions will not be same, but at least each person should be coordinate each other. Always there is a quarrel between this one. Otherwise, functional people versus technical people, there is a heavy fights. Otherwise, functional people this versus this team. So success rate is always like for ERP implementation, success is depending upon the cooperation between the people. So in this, project manager is the crucial. Project manager. If project manager is favoring to specific person, means the implementation is going to be collapsed. He should be genuine and coordinate with each other. He need to listen each and every person what he is saying. So in this, cooperation and coordination and communication means if you are not able to do it, like escalate this one immediately to your lead or your manager. Okay, communication. Suppose you are not doing something and you are kept silent for 15 days. After that, you are telling like, I don't know this one and what it is, how it is. Raise your hand at the earliest and inform to the manager. Suppose like client side people are not listening and they are telling like, suppose one business user, there are two business users or three business users. One is accountant, another one is senior accountant, another one is junior accountant. Whatever they are saying, it is mutual conflict. Then you need to go to accounts manager or accounts director, director finance. You need to take the information. Otherwise, if they're like accounts manager is telling something, purchase manager is telling something, it is conflicts. Then you need to coordinate with project manager from client side. It is his responsibility to coordinate each other. So if you are keeping silent and if you are favoring to one specific person, then the project will be collapsed. Got my point? Fine, let me go back. So functional design document you need to prepare, technical design document should be prepared, these two. So technical, based on the technical design document, this is technical design document means technical people will do it, and based on that development will be happen, means the coding will be written by the developers. In this there are so many testings, unit testing, and there are so many testings. Testing is also one big subject. Okay, so developer will do the unit testing. Then once it is delivered, then we need to do the testing. Being a functional consultant, we need to play a small role kind of testing. Otherwise, if you are neglecting in front of the customer, you will be blamed a lot. Okay, so you need to do the testing. Whenever I'm clicking on, suppose in the purchase order he did something. If I'm opening purchase order, it is not opening. Then what is the use? So it is opening, invoice amount is total wrong. So those things should be done properly. So with the minimum testing, you need to do it. Then master data collection. Master data collection means like customer accounts, vendor accounts, chart of accounts, fixed asset master, item groups, item model groups, terms of payment, methods of payment. All these masters you need to collect. Masters and setups related data you need to collect. And you need to collect opening balances. Opening balances means suppose go live is on 1st of October. Then 30th September, whatever the balances are there, those balances you need to collect. So you should not collect on 30th September, you need to collect on 20th September. On 20th September or 25th September, you need to collect. And the differences you can collect on the same, because you need to do some rehearsals kind of thing. Because once the customer has given, you cannot directly upload that one. So we need to have some using DFM, data management framework, you need to import, or sometimes earlier in AX 2012, the previous versions, we need to take help from technical person. Data import export framework is there, DIXF, the old version. Okay, now it was improved a lot. It is named as data management. It was improved a lot. Okay, then user acceptance test means the business people, they will have their live data. With that their live data, they will test it. Pre-go live means 1 week, last 1 week, it is a pre-go live. Go live is 1 day, specific day. And this one, during this one, whether I need to proceed or not, they will take the decisions. Sometimes they will postpone the go live date if it is not up to the mark. Go, not to go. There is a conditions, go, not to go, GNG something. Okay, they will take the decision, top management. Then once it is go live is over, then post go live means maybe whoever is visited this client on site. So from this company you have visited, suppose you are from India and you have traveled to Dubai, or you have traveled to Canada, or you traveled to Australia, then you will stay for another 1 month to support this client. That is post go live. Once it is over, 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, based on the terms and conditions between you and your customer, client, then once it is completed, you will go back to your company, your mother country, and then from there it is AMC or support, annual maintenance contract or support. This is the implementation methodology. This is implementation methodology. Any questions, any doubts, please open up. Any confusion or if you are not able to follow, I will try to give you more examples so that you can understand.
Yeah, is there any sample document for that functional requirement specification business?
So all these things we don't have, I cannot share, but FDD is the most important. As I told you, I will show you this one. Even this is one of my company, whenever I'm working, I have prepared the document. So that document I will show you, but I cannot show all these things. So if you want, you can download from Sure-Step methodology. You can Google it, you will find Sure-Step methodology. There is a plenty of documents. It's a big subject. Okay, I cannot share all those things. So for this one functional design document, I'm going to show you sample.
Yeah, usually the company might have some default format for that functional requirement.
Yeah, exactly. Company, wherever you are working in a company, they will have their own formats. That format you will take it and you will modify. You cannot prepare from the scratch. You will not prepare from the scratch. You will take the document and you will modify. Even if you Google it, you will find plenty of helps. Some sample documents. If you want perfect documents, you can get for Sure-Step methodology. Perfect means, I mean to say, accurate. If you want Google, you can Google it. You will find there are plenty of documents will be available. You will understand. It's not a complex.
Okay.
Fine. Any more questions? So usually, how many servers will be maintained by client? One is dev server or development server. This will be accessed by a partner company, technical team will access this one. Next, test server. This test server is actually, once it is developed by development team, they will copy data from their code from here to here. From dev server to test server, they will copy the data. It's not data, it is code. Technical code changes, whatever it is there, they will. Once it is deployed, immediately application will stop working. Damn sure. These people are lot of negligence. I'm telling you, suppose if there is any purchase order noise, suppose he changes something, if you click on purchase order, you will get errors. So it is your responsibility to verify. You cannot fight with that guy. Because with my plenty of experience, I know developers, how they will develop. There is a negligence or there is an argument always. Maybe same in several reasons, maybe inefficiency or maybe proud or something. As I told you, this a lot. You need to work with patience with these guys. Once it is developed, suppose working fine, it is form is opening at least, and if you need to do a several round of testings properly. Okay, then UAT, user acceptance test, or UAT server or pre-go live server, pre-live server. This is next environment. Next, live server or production server. So any company, they will have at least these four, and one more, standalone server. Standalone server means the standard environment, just like this application. Whatever we are accessing, the standard application. In this, whatever you are doing, this is standard application without any customization. Okay, if it is any errors are coming, then developer will throw like it is Microsoft, it is working, I did everything correct. Then you need to verify here how it is working, and you need to showcase, you need to show the proof, like in standard it is working like this, and in our environment it is working like this. You need to work on this one. Okay, if it is in case in this standard application itself is getting some errors, then what they will do, they will raise a request to Microsoft. They will raise a request to Microsoft. So that Microsoft will look into this one. It will take some time. Microsoft, if you are raising a request to Microsoft will take so much time to to fix that bug. if it is a bug or something. The reason behind, Microsoft will do several round of testings. So in implementation, for developer, it may take 1 or 2 days. To fix the issue. But the same thing it may take in Microsoft, it may take 1 or 2 months. It may take 1 or 2 months. The reason behind it is there is a lot of testing will be done because it should not impact remaining customers with this bug fixing. So it will take so much time. It may take sometimes 3 to 4 months also. It is a complex. But in developer, whoever is doing, it may take 1 or 2 days only, or 3 days, 4 days. The reason behind, in this, you are not going to do several round of testing. Simple testing, whatever the scenario is applicable for that customer, you are going to do testing. But yeah, am I audible now? Hello.
Now it is audible, Satya.
Yes, Satya.
Okay. So in 1 minute, actually 1 minute back, it was disconnected. I mean to say now it's fine. Fine. Let us understand about functional design document, FDD. Give me a second. I think I have prepared one sample document. Okay, fine. Okay, what is this means here? If you go to accounts receivable, like AR module, let me show this one. Give me a second. Practical, I will show you one small kind of thing. Fine. So if you look at this one, accounts receivable module, accounts receivable, inquiries and reports, not here. It is credit and collections, inquiries and reports. Okay, customers, customer aging report. So while generating this customer aging report, we have two options. We have two options. One is accounting currency, another one is reporting currency. Accounting currency, reporting currency. Now the client is asking, I want transaction currency. I want transaction currency also, not accounting currency, reporting currency. I want a report in transaction currency, which is not available. So we have created one report format. So customer is asking report transaction currency report. This is a change 42 something. Okay, and in the report it is only 6 fields. Now they want 15 fields. So the report is given like this. This is the report format given by the client. So customer group, customer name, account number, and then here division they want, salesperson they want, currency they want, and opening balance. Like there are so many things. Okay. So actually in the standard it will allow you up to 6 brackets. Only 6. If it is more than 6, it will throw error message. Now they want 15 more fields. Okay, these are the 2 requirements. So for that, what we have prepared, so it is standard screenshot. This is existing one, like aging period definitions, like the report, customer aging report, how it is working and how it is displaying. Now need requirement. So I want a new report, customer aging report by transactions, transaction currency. There is, I want a new report in this place. I have written. So I need to give the document like this. Next one is in the drop down, I want transaction currency. I have added accounting currency. Now reporting currency also available. Now I want transaction currency also new replace along with accounting currency, reporting currency, or prepare another report. No issues. Whether you want to change the same existing one or not, or new one. So the result should come like this. Fine, the result should become like this. Now first field, customer group, it was available already by default. Customer account standard, customer name standard. Division means I have given like screen 8. So in the screen 8 I have explained where it is available, the division. So this is screen 8. So division, I want like salesperson, like this I want. So I need to explain from where it should be captured. Understood? Screen 8. And it is outstanding due means it is total due. Outstanding due means here total value minus no due, and then total GST amount, and then total outstanding amount. Here net amount outstanding before GST means from total amount I need to deduct tax separately. So I have mentioned clearly formula, and if it is a standard forms, I have given like payment terms from where it is captured, credit limit where you need to capture, and credit code. So this is standard. So I have explained in detail like this. Okay, this is SAM document, FDD, functional design document. Understood? Any questions in this one? Solution design document also the same kind of document you are going to prepare. Solution design document, there you are not going to change, simply you are showing the one by one step by step screenshot. Like if I want to drink water, I think I have given example earlier. If I want to drink water now, I need to wake up from the chair, I need to take at least 10 steps, and I need to take a glass, and then I need to fill water, and then I need to drink, and I need to keep this glass once again going back or near to sink, or I need to wash it, I need to keep it in the something. This is one by one steps. So the document here, FRD or BRD document is kind of things, and you are making with screenshots here in this solution design document. You are making properly documentation in words here, and this is in this whether it is yes or no. So whatever customer is asking, everything you need to write down. Don't skip whatever they told. So something they told, if it is not available, don't miss that one in the documentation. Write down. Everything should be written down in this document. And in the fit gap analysis, fit means whatever it is by default available, you need to showcase that one. Whatever workaround solution available, that you need to provide workaround solution. Yeah. Any more questions, please? Any doubts or any clarifications, please let me know. From tomorrow onwards, I will show you company creation process. Okay. So yesterday prepayment invoice is completed or not? It was not completed, am I right?
Yes, Satya. Not complete.
It is not completed. So I will complete that prepayment invoice half an hour or something. Then I will show you company creation process. Okay, fine. Any more questions, please? Any more clarifications at least? Anything, please let me know.
Usually the customization will be for reporting purpose mostly, or even for the general.
Majorly reporting purpose, always preferable reporting purpose. Majorly reports on the screen level. Functionality changes means it is better to go with, if it is any third party ISV is there, then you can purchase that third party ISV rather than development. But sometimes we need to do small customizations, functional also. So that is completely depending upon the situations. Majority available in the system, majority, but still maybe 10%, 5% customization is fine. If you are doing heavy customizations, it will create problems to you. Majority it is available. So one thing I want to tell you, one thing, in during 2008 and 2009, when I'm implementing in the very early stage, in one of the client, already functionality is available, that another company, what they did customization, assuming like it is not available. It is a burden to the customer client, and as well as it will not work properly, fruitfully. They did customizations a lot. So always try to go with customization reporting purpose. You need, see, ultimately this ERP, what is the final goal? Report. Am I right? For everything, it is a report only. Ultimate goal is reports. So in that reports, rather than functionality customization, try to do report customization a lot. Report customization will not affect to the application. So try to mitigate that issues, whatever the customer is facing issues, that through customization in terms of reports rather than functionality as much as possible. That is the reason functional consultants are getting highly paid. The reason behind is your efforts should be put while implementing. As I told you, one of the client, he did mistake, like instead of one country name, he has selected another country name. After 3 months, they realized it is a heavy impact to the customer or client. Okay, so functional consultant, that is the reason highly paid, whether it is SAP, whether it is a Dynamics AX or F&O or Oracle apps, any ERP, why it is highly paid? Your logic you need to apply, and you need to have a lot of patience to implement. If you are going to argument, you will fail a lot. Okay, fine. Any more, please?
Satya,
Maybe the project-
customization.
Yeah, proceed.
I mean, partner company will do, right? Customization.
Yes, partner company only.
So if it is big, Microsoft will do.
No, Microsoft will not do any customizations. If this functionality does not exist, usually you can go for third-party vendor. ISV will be there. Third-party vendor. Suppose, take the example. Suppose my business is giving rental for cranes rentals. Okay, or bulldozers rental. I'm giving that rental functionality is available in the system, but that is not like giving rental. It is taking rental. Module is introduced recently. That is not available. Then you will find there is ISV. Otherwise, some services like there are many things. Am I right? So there are so many ISVs in the market. Okay, that ISVs you can purchase, you can match it. What Microsoft is doing, if it is a good ISV, what they will do, Microsoft will purchase that product and it will merge in the system after some time. Nowadays Microsoft is doing lot of like this. That is, as I told you, like now rent receiving, that module is recently added in 10.0 17 or 18. And one more module is landed cost module is added. It was developed by DXC. It was added into D365 10.0.17. So if it is a very good module, big module, what they will do, Microsoft will purchase that product and it will merge in the system. Otherwise, you need to purchase that third-party ISV. If it is a big functions or modules. If it is a small things, anyhow you will do. So that is permutations and combinations you need to verify. If it is developing, how much cost? If it is purchasing, how much cost? If it is not exist, you need to do a customization. There is no alternative. Make sense? Yeah. Someone else is speaking.
Yes, usually
Yeah.
the project type, what kind of project type will be allocated as we are from a cross domain, and initially they will go for your implementation or something like that support project.
I cannot predict that one. So where you are joining and that company, what is going to be your profile, I cannot predict. Am I right?
Yeah, just for a general idea, I'm just.
So we cannot. Even if I'm joining, I cannot predict for myself.
Okay.
Because if I'm joining in a company, whether they are going to use in my like implementation, or it is in support, or it is in testing, I don't know. Once I joined, then I need to work on that one. So while joining, because I'm a senior person, I can ask my HR, like, if it is this one only, I will join. That is my way of. So frankly speak, I'm stopping recording.